This is Jeremiah with the Man with the Mug, and I'm really glad you're here. It's been a couple weeks since I've uploaded, but we welcomed baby number 2 a couple weeks ago, so it's been a bit of a, I wouldn't say scramble, that's the first word that came to mind, but it's more of just a getting our feet under us, with new rhythms and newborn trenches again, and not sleeping as much. I'm up early this morning. My wife is still asleep and my toddler is up, but I'm gonna get him a couple minutes. And baby number 2 is over in my line of sight in his little rocker chair. It took a couple hours to rock him back to sleep after he popped awake at about 4:30 this morning. It was a weird night last night. He's actually been sleeping fairly well at night, but last night was a weird one. Just happens. There's no pattern to newborn trenches. But after probably an hour and a half of rocking, I finally got him to go down, put him in his rocker, and he's happy as a clam now, so that's good. And sleeping, which is super ideal. Today, just another Victor Allen Keurig coffee, hazelnut actually. It's one of those things that, when you're a dad, sometimes you just gotta Keurig it up, and that's okay. Any coffee is coffee. Any coffee makes you feel awake, and sure, it might not be Chemex or AeroPress, but gets the job done. That's okay. My arm's getting tired. I'll put it down here. I didn't really have a topic of discussion for this video other than there's a little update. Here's where I'm at. Or here's where I am, I should say. That's more correct. I'm not sure what the upload schedule is going to look like coming up. I fully intend to come back to this and record some more videos, either me talking about something on my mind or narrating the books that I have in the lineup, Aesop's Fables, Walden, and Sherlock Holmes. But we'll have to see. Being a dad of 2 now, it's kind of hard to make time. I can make the time, but I have to decide where to make that time. And my family comes first. Sorry, I like you guys, but I love them just a little more. So that's the state of things. And I'm back to work part-time a little bit until the company I work for is very generous. I have allotted parental time off, but then at a certain point, any PTO that I put towards paternity specifically, they will match it. So I'm using that to work some half days remotely for a couple weeks, and then I'll go back to the office full-time. Oh, good morning. You can hear the newborn grunts over my talking. Newborns are loud, man. For those of you who don't have kids or have kids yet or expecting one, newborns sleep very loudly. They will grunt, they'll squirm, and sometimes even cry, but like they're still asleep. And I'm still getting used to that even as the second time around. But yeah, that's where I am. Don't mind the disheveled look today. I have not trimmed my beard, and I'm in dire need of a haircut, which I have scheduled for a couple weeks from now, so that's good. Keep on keeping on. Stick around for more. I promise there will be more coming. I appreciate all of you who have stuck around the 10 subscribers I have so far, and then other people that have viewed my videos and have not subscribed. I'm still very grateful for you. I really enjoy this. I really do. It's outside of my comfort zone, but it's something that I deeply enjoy. It's just as a creative person, someone who is not normally, and someone who wants to, grow as a person, someone that's not normally a talker. If you know me in real life, I'm fairly quiet. I'm an extrovert, I would say, but I think I'm becoming more introverted as I get older. I value solitude, I value space. Excuse me, oof. I've had a frog in my throat all morning. I value, quiet moments like this, with a cup of coffee, when I can get them. But I still want to grow as a person and not just retreat into solitude for the sake of some inner peace. I'm still young, I still have energy. There's a mission to be had, or a quest to be had, a mission to be accomplished, and I'm here for the long haul. And that means that I need to grow as a person. There's a mantra or a mindset that's grow or die. And maybe that could be the topic for today. I didn't go into this with a topic, but here we are, grow or die. I wouldn't normally, in my comfort zone, gravitate towards content like this, where I'm just talking into a microphone, not necessarily planning out things, planned or unplanned. Public speaking is not one of the things that I would want to do. Like, I wouldn't seek it out myself. I think I can do it. I think I'm capable, but it's not within my comfort zone. So this has been an experiment in grow or die. And the mantra behind grow or die is, if you're not actively, looking to improve yourself, even just a little bit, 1%, each day, if you're not looking to go outside of your comfort zone and do something that scares you, and do something that you normally wouldn't do for the sake of a new experience or a new skill or just neuroplasticity, whatever you want to call it. If you're not doing that, you're stagnating, and stagnation leads to death eventually. Or boredom, which can then spurn other things. But again, if you're not growing, you're stagnating, you're dying. I think that's a principle in a couple different things, but I think of the book Anti-Fragile. I think encapsulates that pretty well. So this is me trying to grow, even just by a little bit. And I think that that's a good mindset to have in life. If you're not growing, you're dying. But I can also see the argument where that can be a lot of undue or unneeded pressure on somebody who's already dealing with, crippling anxiety or something in regards to personal growth. And there's a balance between, healthy, positive growth, holistic growth versus scrupulosity and just doing work for the sake of work. The growing or dying, the growing, I think, needs to be rooted in something bigger than yourself. And it's not necessarily growing yourself or dying to yourself, or growing yourself or dying yourself. It's growing into something larger than yourself versus, dying, in general. I guess it's just a blanket death in this concept, but growing needs to be rooted in something bigger than yourself. Otherwise, you could just say you're doing it for yourself, but then to what end? Everything done selfishly ends up being vanity, I think, at least. Also, I'm whispering because, again, everyone's still asleep, and the baby's still asleep, and I don't want to wake up my wife. The walls in our townhouse are not super insulated, so nothing wrong with it. It's a great townhouse. I don't mean to rag on it, but it's just a fact. They're not super insulated, so if people are sleeping, I gotta keep my voice down. So apologies if you can't hear me super well. But anyway, that was just something on the brain. General update, grow or die. Ruminate on that today. I appreciate you. Thank you for sticking around. And again, I'm really glad you're here. I will record another video soon. I don't know when that will be, but stay tuned. It's coming. Catch you guys next time.